Welcome to Magic Tales Tree Channel. Today we have an enchanting tale about adventure, teamwork, and the true treasures of friendship. This is the story of Nico and Eva's magical treasure hunt. So sit back, relax, and let's begin. If you enjoyed this story, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more fun and heartwarming tales. In a charming little village surrounded by rolling hills and peaceful forests, two best friends shared an endless thirst for adventure. Nico was a spirited 10-year-old boy with messy brown hair that seemed as wild as his ideas, bright green eyes, full of curiosity, and a big, warm smile that invited everyone into his world of excitement. Always on the lookout for something new, Nico made sure that no day was ever ordinary. Eva, his imaginative and loyal friend, was always by his side. A 9-year-old with long black hair and big brown eyes that sparkled with curiosity, Eva was known for her cheerful giggle and quick wit, adding her own unique spark to their daily adventures. Together they filled their days with laughter and discovery, reading thrilling books, playing games with friends, and exploring every hidden corner of their village. Whether hiking through the nearby woods, catching the latest movie at the cinema, or sharing stories under the old oak tree, Nico and Eva made every moment an adventure. Now let's join them as they set off on their next big journey. One sunny afternoon, as Nico and Eva were playing near the big old oak tree at the edge of their village, they spotted something unusual sticking out of the roots. It was a dusty, rolled-up piece of paper tied with a red ribbon. They quickly untied the ribbon, and as they unrolled the paper, their eyes grew wide with excitement. "It's a map!" exclaimed Nico, his eyes shining with curiosity. "Look, Eva. There's an X mark on it. I bet it's a treasure map." Eva's eyes lit up too. "A treasure map? Oh, Nico, this could be the start of our greatest adventure yet," she said, clapping her hands together. They spread the map out on the ground and looked closely. It was an old map, with wiggly lines marking paths, pictures of trees, rivers, and even a mountain. The X's was near a big drawing of a star, right at the edge of the map. "We have to find that treasure," said Nico, determined. "But we'll need to follow this map carefully and work together." Eva nodded. "I'm ready. Let's go," she said, grabbing Nico's hand. And so their adventure began. The map led them to the entrance of the Forest of Whispers, a magical forest where the wind seemed to sing through the trees. The sunlight peeked through the leaves, casting pretty patterns on the ground. As Nico and Eva stepped inside, they heard a gentle voice whisper, "Welcome, little adventurers." "Did you hear that?" whispered Eva, looking around. "Yes," said Nico, "but I'm not scared. Let's see what's ahead." They followed the path deeper into the forest until they reached a wooden sign that had some writing on it. It said, "To find your way, be kind and true. Share your journey, and it will guide you through." Eva read the sign out loud and thought for a moment. "I think it means we should stick together and help each other," she said. Nico nodded. "We're a team, and we'll work as one," he said with a grin. As they walked further, they came across a stream with shiny, smooth stones in the water. The map showed they had to cross the stream, but it didn't show how. Eva looked down and saw some big stones poking out of the water. "We can hop across on those stones," she said, but when she took a step, she saw the stones were wobbly and slippery. "Let's do it together," said Nico. "I'll hold your hand, and we'll balance as we jump." Eva smiled and took Nico's hand. Carefully, they hopped from one stone to the next, helping each other balance until they reached the other side. They high-fived and laughed, feeling proud of their teamwork. Soon, they found themselves in a bright, sunny meadow. Colorful flowers bloomed all around them, and butterflies danced in the air. But right in the middle of the meadow was a tall, shiny box with a riddle written on it. I'm bright as the sun, but as cool as the shade. I'm found at the end of every parade. What am I? Nico and Eva scratched their heads. They thought hard about the riddle. Bright as the sun, cool as the shade, Nico muttered. And found at the end of every parade, added Eva. She suddenly smiled and clapped her hands. I've got it. It's a rainbow. Nico's eyes lit up. Of course, a rainbow is bright and colorful, and it appears after the rain, just like at the end of a parade. They said the word rainbow aloud, and the box clicked open. Inside was a shiny golden key. They picked it up, excited to see what it would unlock next. Following the map, they came to a dark cave. It looked a bit scary, but Nico and Eva knew they had to be brave. They stepped inside, holding their flashlight tightly. Inside, their voices echoed whenever they spoke, bouncing off the walls and making them giggle. Hello, shouted Nico, and they both laughed as the cave answered back, hello, hello, hello. As they walked deeper, they saw drawings on the cave walls. There were drawings of people finding treasure, but there was also a message written in glowing letters. If you want to find the treasure that's true first, you must solve the clues hidden for you. There were 4 colored stones lying on the ground, red, blue, green, and yellow. The map showed a picture of the stones, but nothing else. Eva picked up the blue stone, and as she did, a voice echoed through the cave. What is the color of the sky on a sunny day? Blue, said Nico. The blue stone lit up. Eva picked up the yellow stone next, and the voice said, what color is the sun's bright ray? Yellow, they answered together, and the yellow stone lit up too. They did the same for the red and green stones, answering the questions correctly, and all 4 stones lit up, revealing another clue. Follow the golden path. It will lead you to your prize. They saw a glowing golden path on the cave floor, and they followed it out of the cave, their excitement building with every step. The golden path led them to the foot of a mountain. It was getting dark, and tiny stars began to twinkle in the sky. Nico and Eva looked at the map and saw that the X was at the top of this mountain. We have to climb up, said Nico. Are you ready, Eva? Ready, said Eva, but she looked a little worried. It's a long way up, and it's getting dark. Don't worry, said Nico kindly. We'll take it slow, and I'll hold your hand. We'll be fine, as long as we stick together. They started to climb, helping each other over rocks and roots. The stars shone brightly above them, lighting their way. Halfway up, they saw a little campfire, and a kind old owl was sitting beside it. Hello, little ones, said the owl. What brings you up this mountain on such a dark night? We're on a treasure hunt, said Nico. We're looking for the X on this map. Ah, a treasure hunt, said the owl, smiling. Well, I do love a good adventure, but remember, sometimes the real treasure isn't gold or jewels, but the friends you make and the lessons you learn. Nico and Eva thanked the owl and continued their climb. They finally reached the top, their hearts pounding with excitement. And there, in the moonlight, they saw a beautiful golden chest. With the golden key they had found earlier, they opened the chest. Inside there wasn't gold or jewels. Instead, they found two shining silver stars with a note that said, "The greatest treasure is not what you hold, but the friends by your side, more precious than gold. You've learned to share, to care, and to see that the real treasure is your friendship, pure and free." Nico and Eva looked at each other and smiled. They realized that the real treasure was the fun they had together, the puzzles they solved, and how they helped each other along the way. "I guess the treasure wasn't gold or jewels," said Nico, holding the silver star in his hand, "but I like this treasure even more." "Me too," said Eva. "It's shiny, and it reminds us of our friendship. And now we have something to keep, to always remember our adventure." They picked up their silver stars and watched as the stars in the sky twinkled even brighter, almost as if they were winking at them. As they climbed down the mountain, they saw the owl again. "Did you find your treasure?" he asked with a twinkle in his eye. "We sure did," said Eva, holding up her silver star. "And we learned that the best treasure is having a friend who's always there for you." The owl nodded. "Wise words, little ones. Now off you go. It's time for bed." Nico and Eva made their way back through the forest of whispers, across the stream, and all the way to the big oak tree where their journey had begun. The moon was shining brightly, and everything felt peaceful and quiet. As they reached their village, they knew it was time to say goodbye for the night. "That was the best adventure ever," said Nico, giving Eva a high five. "Yeah, and I can't wait to see what our next adventure will be," said Eva, smiling. They hugged and said goodnight, their hearts full of happiness. From that day on, whenever they looked at the silver stars they had found, they remembered that treasure wasn't just something you find at the end of a map.